Hello my lovely viewers, buzzdowan is back. Today we will start a new Let's Play series based on the Civilization game, of course. It's been quite a long time since we last played a game together. I believe it's more than a year and this game has changed a lot. There was a major upgrade last year, brave new world, which we will use in this Let's Play, of course. But this will not be a normal game as usual. We'll create a special game for us. We will use a set of special rules and we will stick to them while the AIs play, of course, the normal game. So it will be, it should be at least more difficult than a normal Let's Play using the default rules that are built into the game. So this game, the series that will start today will be called City-State Madness. Oh yes, madness it is, we like madness. The rules for this one are quite straightforward, very simple. There's just two rules basically. The player may not capture any original civilization capital cities. So capturing capital cities is forbidden for the player, of course, and the player must achieve a domination game, domination victory. So the question, of course, is how are we going to do this? We may not capture any original capital cities, but at the same time we need to achieve a domination victory. Well, there's a way around that. There's probably more, but one way of doing this is, of course, use city-states to capture other cities as well as capital cities. And that's what we're going to use. We'll just use city-states. I have to tell you, that's much easier said than done, because these guys, I mean the city-states, they really behave in such a weird way. Sometimes they just don't want to attack the aggressor, right? So they just sit around, wait, and while you lose time waiting for them to walk into a perfectly siege city ready to be captured. So we will need a lot of production in this game, because we'll have to produce enormous amounts of units, which will unfortunately be wasted probably, because city-states are, as well as AIs in general, are not very well skilled in positioning the units in combat, so they lose a lot. So because these guys will be actually our only means of capturing these cities, we'll just have to produce a lot of units for them. So a lot of hammers. This is one unique feature of this game. We'll probably need a lot of time to complete this. As I said initially, city-states are sometimes behave very strange, so they just don't attack, so we'll lose a lot of turns waiting for them to move in. Happiness will probably not be an issue. Since imagine, in this game it's not unusual to have a city-state with 15 cities, and typically there's such a city-state is your ally, and they have enormous amount of luxury resources, strategic resources that they provide to you, but of course you don't pay unhappiness for holding all those cities, because the city-state is holding this for you. So yeah, a lot of happiness. We'll have a lot of happiness, but we'll need a lot of hammers, in fact. So let's get right into the game then. So let's set up the game. We will use Greece as a nation. Simply because it helps us a little bit. The influence with city-states degrades at half rate when you are playing as Greece. Plus we have two very nice units, companion cavalry and hoplite, to help us in early progression, or aggression, that is. We'll play on Pangea, which is recommended, I'd say. It may simply be too hard to, let's say, to move the whole progression onto a new continent if we would play continents. I think we'll play standard size, emperor difficulty. Yeah, my skill is level 7 immortal, but for this one I'll play on level 6, I think. And the advanced setup, everything is, as you see, standard here. We'll just use the no city raising option. Yeah, because we don't want city-states to raise the cities that they capture. We want them to keep the cities so that they will grow, and they'll be close enough to the next city. Because one feature of a city-state is they don't move and they don't capture cities that are far from their base. So these guys need to grow. So this, I recommend, if you're going to play this, put the no city raising option on. And yeah, let's start the game.
May the blessings of the gods be upon you, O great King Alexander. You are the ruler of the mighty Greek nation. Your people lived for so many years in isolated city-states, legendary cities such as...
Okay, so here we are. It's a coastal start, apparently. Although I do see some hills and a mountain inland, but we have 3 pearls if we decide to stay on the coast. There are ancient ruins to the north. So as I said, we will need a lot of production in this game, and this one doesn't seem like a lot of production. There is a hill, but that's it. So I really want to see if... Oh, God, that I was hoping for some hills there. Now I'm really undecided what to do. There is some silver though, but that's not a lot of production. Let's waste a turn. I'll just stay put with a settler, and we'll see what the warrior uncovers to the north of this site. Although it's a nice start, I'd say. It's a river coast start with pearls. Yeah. So there is some potential production to the north, but yeah, this is not. I'll just settle in place. This is not the best start for this game, I have to say. We'll probably struggle even more because we simply won't have enough production for this. But I don't see much more production if we move to the north. Yeah, we can start on a river beside a mountain, which would unlock the observatory for us. But still, yeah, there's a source of copper further to the east, but yeah, no. So we'll just settle here, see how that goes. I hope I won't regret this. We'll enable production focus in the city, lock the wheat tile, start building or training a scout rather, and yeah, start with pottery. Yeah, and I have to remember to pick these ruins to the south of Athens. So this is our capital. I was hoping for more production, more hammers, for all those units that will be wasted. Oh no, just in time. I think we will be able to pick the ruins, steal the ruins from William here. Okay. So William is our first neighbor, probably the closest one as though. Also, population, Nice. This is one of better bonuses that you can get from ruins. Now we need to run south. Maybe we'll manage to pick the ruins that are just north of Athens. Oh no, they're actually going in the same way. But I'm sure they don't know where the ruins are, so maybe they'll get distracted and move somewhere else. If they... yeah, nice. Nice. So we'll get those ruins, which is good. So here's our first scout. Where do we want to go? Maybe north. Let's see what's here. Oh, it's probably just a mountain range and some desert. Not very good though. But we'll probably pick tradition as our first social policy. So I won't build a monument just yet. I'll build a worker instead. Typically I go tradition only if I don't have enough hammers in my capital. I pick liberty just to produce I mean to get the free settler and free worker, but I'm sure we can produce these in a reasonable time. You need at least 1 or 2 additional hammers apart from the hammer in your capital, in the tile where your city is, and you're fine. You don't need liberty. Oh, there's another ruin, so let's continue further to the south. And this one, okay. Oh, we uncovered more ruins. That's good. So we were not that lucky with with our capital. I certainly would like more hammers, but we're quite lucky with ruins. Let's hope we will get some good bonuses out of them. Yeah, let's move on. You need to pick those ruins. Yeah, but it's also very important to scout a lot, because positioning of the city-states and the target cities, the cities that we want them to capture, is very important. Oh, 20 culture, nice. Which means, well, yeah, we can pick social policy. So we'll go tradition. This gives us a monument. No, not a monument, that's a second. This gives us just some additional culture per turn. Now, where do we want to move next? Maybe we have some horses, because this is... oh, it's yeah, it's plains. I think horses are more likely to be uncovered on plains than grassland, but I'm not sure. Oh, more ruins for us. Nice. Yeah, let's uncover this. So I don't know, maybe yeah, this would be a possible city here, but it's silver and pearls, so no unique luxuries here, and a lot of tundra. So I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe we should start moving inland, so we need to scout to see if there are any good city spots a little bit further to the east. So a map which shows us a city-state. Yeah, mercantile city-states are very good candidates for your allies. Because, you know, apart from capturing the cities for you, they also give you more happiness. But yeah, I already said happiness will not be an issue here, so maybe it's not. Military city-states actually are very important in this type of game. Sorry, yeah, because they produce units for you, and we will need. He will need a lot of units, you know, and I like to play typically a very conservative. So I mean, meaning I don't like to waste units. So it's quite hard to watch this game for me, because I see how. No, we don't need to show you our capital just yet. Maybe later. So it's hard to watch this game for me because so many units get away. You give them some very good modern skilled units, and they just lose them in three or four turns, and you just have to produce more. So it can be stressful watching this game. I'm warning you. So okay. Free technology, nice. This was a nice one, and I believe this is Morocco. Yeah,
أنا السلطان ديال مراكش أحمد المنصور باسم الشعب ديالي كان
nice. Let's scout around here. Oh, we cannot go far away because we'll need to protect the capital. The worker is just coming out, and yeah, we'll need to take care of that.
About
We need to find. We need to look if there's a city-state close to Marrakesh. That would be perfect. So we can maybe start planning and attack on. It's a little bit early now, I agree, but if there's a city-state quite close, then we can start planning an attack on Morocco. Now, yeah, I would rather fight these guys in the vicinity of my capital to get some support from the city bombardment. Mining, yeah, we'll need mining, I guess. Oh, we don't have any horses in the vicinity of the capital. Yeah, so definitely not amazing in terms of production. Yeah, but it is what it is. We'll just have to manage. It will be a little bit hard. Embassy? No, not yet. Not yet. Maybe later. Yeah, the barbs are coming. So we will bombard them when they come closer. Okay, free monument. This means more culture for us, more social or quicker social policies. Yeah, bombard. So luckily the silver is not improved yet, so they don't have anything to pillage. Yeah. Let's see. Any city-states? No. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, you work the farm. Now, in this kind of game, I typically don't care too much about religion because there's no time to for religion really. Granary would benefit because there's a wheat tile. Yeah, I think definitely granary at this point. So more food, but we'll need to start producing those units quite soon. So there will not be a lot of time, a lot of hammers dedicated to culture, religion. Unfortunately, we'll get all those by. Actually, we will not get those things. We'll just take those things from the opponents. So because as you know, we will not keep the cities. The city-states will keep the cities, but at least these nice things such as wonders will not be in the hands of our opponents, which is important. So there is a city-state, Valletta, but for example, Valletta here is simply too far away. No matter how many units you give them, it's highly unlikely that they would march or all the way here. However, if Morocco builds a city somewhere here, then we can probably convince Valletta, if we're allied, to move in, take the city, and once Valletta has this city, then they would move to take Marrakesh. So we'll need to take care of that, of a geolocation, of the placement of the nations relative to the city-states that we're allied with, because this all plays the role here. That's as much as I learned. I'm warning you, I just played one game, and I didn't play it through. I just played up to, I think, to the Renaissance era, and then I stopped and decided it's more fun if we try this together. But that's what I learned. The city-state needs to be close. The city-state needs to have a lot of units, and it also normally takes a few turns, and then all of a sudden they march in, and they just throw everything they have at the city, and if it's not sieged at that time, they simply lose all the units. So that's the problem with this. So the city, we need to plan everything perfectly. The city needs to be sieged. City-state needs to be closed. City-states needs to have enough units, which typically they don't.
เราพ่อของ
So
รามคำแห
we
ง
need to produce
ก
this
ษัต
for
ริย์แห่งสยาม
there's a
นับเป็น
Rami,
เกียรติอย่างยิ่งที่ท่านเดินมาที่ประเทศสยามของเรา
another AI player which has bonus with city-states. I don't like this, so we'll need to kill him as soon as possible. Mining. What next? Let's see. We don't have any plantation possibilities. Why is the city growing so slow? Yeah, we don't have a lot of food. Oh, and we're not. Yeah. Okay. So the city is growing very slowly. Granary will help. Trapping wheel. We could use a water mill to add more food to our capital. Maybe we'll have. I should go into the direction of writing right now, but I'm really hoping for some iron in the vicinity of the capital for some additional hammers. That's why I'm going to bronze working right now. We'll see how that goes. I think we can afford this. Ooh, that was a bad move. Yeah, and we didn't got much from these ruins. Just an obvious bonus. Now we know where the barbarians that will kill us are. Embassy, yeah, I think you're far away, and we can do this. Okay, the city is now growing a little bit better. I think we need to connect the silver. Oh, so we are still alive. Nice. Another city-state, Genoa. Okay, it's very nice to know where they are. Genoa is also too far away from Marrakesh. They will simply not attack. So we'll need to wait for Morocco to build more cities. Yeah, this issue of vicinity, is the best result. But just waiting, you just wait until the AI builds more cities so that they are close to the city-states. Okay, put a mine here. More food. Finally, I think the capital will grow now, which is important. We'll need, I think, 4 or 5 citizens is good before we start building our first settler. Okay, natural wonder. More barbs and more city-states. Yeah, bombard that, and certainly don't want you to. Yeah, they will pillage our wheat, that's for sure. Oh, it's nothing too dramatic. Let's sink one turn into the archer. I still don't know where to put the next city. There is some incense and a hill, but again, a very crappy location. No hammers, not enough hammers. There are some horses, but not enough hammers for my taste. This down here has a little bit more hammers. There's 2 hills, but no unique luxuries. We already have pearls and silver. Maybe we'll risk that, but I really feel we need to scout further. There have to be some better locations further to the east of us. Yeah, you pillaged that bastard. Okay. Kiev. Okay, it's a cultural city-state. Nobody close that I see right now. Maybe we need to uncover more. So yeah, scouting is very important. And this is a Pangea map, so I think I should build another scout just to scout a lot. Oh, I think we found probably Moscow or somebody. Yeah, probably this is probably Moscow. We'll see. I mean Russia and the capital Moscow. Yeah, again, they are not quite soon enough, close enough to any city-state, but we'll just have to wait until they build. Yeah.
Приветствую
Yeah,
тебя,
embassy,
незнакомец.
nice.
Если
Sure.
твой ум и
Why not?
такт сравнимы с твоим.
Thank you.
Here, Hector.
Okay, let's repair wheat. Yeah, nice. Okay, this was our alarm call for the end of this first episode, but at least we have 2 sources of iron in the vicinity of the capital, which is probably good enough just to provide a little bit more hammers for this unit production later on. So let's go now into the research writing next. I think we'll probably build 2, maximum 3 cities, and we'll have our national college then. Yeah, and this will be the end of the first episode. I do hope you like this. I hope you understand the what we're trying to achieve there. If there are any questions or any remarks, some advices how to play this, please just comment on the YouTube channel and I'll make sure I answer those. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.